Let's give this a try. Kane, do you like movies?
I love movies, Winston.
Do you ever find yourself having time to figure out what movie you want to watch?
No, I always know exactly what movie I want to watch. And time, whatever you say about time.
I don't think you're very qualified for that kind of position.
You know what? Me neither.
It doesn't matter if you're qualified to recommend movies for people. You can be highly unqualified.
Oh, wow. Can I?
Sounds like a name of it. So that sounds like a name of a podcast?
Yeah.
We want to give a shout out to highly unqualified Scott and Troy.
Woo!
Two cool guys who just do movie reviews, and they're really good at recommending stuff, and they have really cool fun facts about each movie. For example, Straight Outta Compton, did you know that the guys who played...
Where's this going?
All the guys who played the original members of NWA, before they started filming, they recorded the entire album just to get into character.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, just hype themselves up.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, right? Let's go do that.
Should we go record an album?
Yeah. Oh no, we gotta re-record a famous album.
What album should we record?
Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that. Listen to. I was gonna say highly illogical.
Highly illogical.
Listen to unprepared to highly unprepared. Is that it? Listen to them, Travis and Scott. Just Scott and Troy. Listen to him. Good podcast.
I think his name was Abed. Thanks to our pals of the podcast, highly unqualified.
That's
movies and miscellaneous.
That's what it is.
I think the movies miscellaneous is the full part. So if I
that's part of the podcast?
Yeah.
Hashtag part of the podcast?
I googled highly unqualified just without it. And Anna Faris has her own podcast.
What? Called Highly Unqualified?
Yeah.
Nice.
Who cares?
Which one's there? Anna Faris?
Scary movie.
Oh, like the movie Scary Movie? Or just...
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I think it's time for we do a little eagle improv. You ready?
It wasn't?
Yeah.
So an eagle flies through the window and it crash lands on Emmett's bed, and within its talons, something has a heartbeat going. You go.
So, I pried from the eagle's talons this little tiny baby crow. This crow wasn't just any crow. It was Sheryl Crow. And that's the end.
No, Lucien has to add to it.
Oh God,
That's the end of my part. Sorry.
I don't know who Sheryl Crow. Who's Sheryl Crow?
That's what you said to the eagle. I said, "Who is this? Who is this small woman, and why have you brought her to me?" And it said, and it threw Sheryl Crow at the sun with a thriving forest.
Well, I mean, none of this matters because I'm on Mars.
And she sure soaked it up.
What?
I'm gonna soak up the sun.
So Sheryl Crow soaked up the sun with her Mickey Mouse Slurpee spinny straw, and she said, "Ay caramba, that's a spicy meatball."
Get away from me.
What happened next, Lucien?
Well, you see, within the spicy meatball, Cher Corona decided.
That works too well.
Cher Corona decided that she would add some sweetness to her meatball, so she started adding chili pepper. She didn't really know what sweetness was, so the chili pepper did not help. After that, she added some salt. Because why not? Salt. Sweet, sweet and salty.
And then Emmett woke up from his dream, drool spewing out of his mouth, nose, and ears and eyes, saying, "Oh, I must have passed out. It's only 5 o'clock in the afternoon." It turns out Emmett was an old man, and he has to take a nap.
And 40 of his years had gone by, and he just woke up and realized it from a nap.
His reaction was,
"Oh, god dang, I'm wrinkly."
"Come a prune boy."
Oh.
Motherfucker, I'm a raisin.
A raisin.
The end.
I'm a raisin this grape.
What?
I'm raising this grape.
Wait. Elaborate.
I'm raising this
Yes.
grape.
This is great.
So the more you raise
I'm
it,
raisin
then the
this
more it
grape.
turns into a raisin.
What's the grape though? Is it just a grape?
I'm raisin this grape.
Is raisin a verb?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Okay,
like
now I
raising
get it.
raising
No,
a child.
raisin like the food raisin. Is that a verb? Like, can you say I'm raising the grapes? Like I'm turning the grapes into raisins.
No, but if you think about it, the more you raise a
If you
grape,
think about it, it's kind of stupid.
the
but-
more old a grape gets, the more it becomes a raisin. So technically, you could be raisening it by raising it.
Is that the joke?
I think so. That's what I got from
I'm
it.
fine with it. That'll do.
It was supposed to be a pun, but then you didn't get it.
That'll do, Lucien. That'll do.
That'll do.
Remember Babe in the Big Fat City? That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yes.
And then the dog had the wheelchair.
I do remember that, actually.
Remember the dog with the wheelchair?
Yeah. I also remember Krieger referencing that.
You know,
That'll do, pig.
I'm thinking of
That'll
like
do.
Whoa. I can only get so erect.
Yeah.
kids TV shows had a lot of diverse characters, or like weird characters at least.
What?
Kids TV shows had a lot of weird characters.
Oh, yeah. You gotta. It's, you put them loud and screaming in the commercials, and then kids go watch them and love them.
I hated those commercials.
Uh,
I hated a lot of TV shows.
yeah?
I just kind of watched them.
What are
because
some, like, TV shows that, like, you saw commercials for and you were like, oh, I'm not even getting near that?
a lot of the Family Channel ones.
Yeah, a lot of Family Channel shows.
Oh my god, I watched, like, all of them. Except stuff
What
like,
was the one with?
Okay, you know, the point I stopped watching the Family Channel show, it was my brother and my sister, like, watched them. I just, like, sat with them. The point I stopped watching shows from Family Channel was when every single TV show, all their goddamn shows were just two names. It'd be like, on Mars, everyone is dead except for one small colony, and they are all ants. Get ready for the new hit series, Timmy and Bolivia.
Very true. It's either like a title of one person or a title of two people.
Yeah, it's just two names, and I'm like, why? Why? That's your selling point. You forgot you had a selling point. I mean, they just churn these things out without any effort. I mean, it's fine for kids to get work in acting and somewhere, I guess.
Yeah.
I say somewhere safe like Disney, but
Was it really safe?
I don't know. It's better than most places.
True
It's better
enough.
than a lot of places.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
all
it
about
was,
that flow, that Disney
I
Channel
never liked Zoe 101.
show. Is that, no? That
No,
one weirded me out.
I didn't really get it. It's like
I never attempted
It was
to
a
watch
soap
it because
opera
I was
for
like,
kids.
this is just.
It was
the
almost
stupidest
like-
thing I've ever seen.
it was almost like that one show which had like wasn't that? No, it wasn't.
Joey
that show.
103.
It was like the one where like Liz. What was that?
Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie
Lizzie McGuire.
McGuire? Yeah.
I almost had the same feel from that, except without the cartoons every so often. And it was basically like
The cartoon
was
made
Zoe.
me tolerate Lizzie McGuire.
it was like Zoe, and she lived in room 101 of her college or.
It was the
univer-
soap opera.
Yeah, I don't really get it. And then it's like she gives like this look every once in a while, like, oh no, and like the camera would go zoom in right on her face, and that was it.
There usually whenever I see a show when I was a kid, the commercial, it either be like, I hate the character designs or just the animation looked bad to me. I never thought that to myself. I'd be like, no, I just don't like it. But like intrinsically, I was thinking like, oh, I hate that character design.
You know, I feel like depending on like the animation though, like animation is a big thing, just because like if you don't have good animation, then no one's gonna want to watch it.
I wouldn't be able to stand the Hotel Transylvania movies if the animation wasn't amazing.
Yeah.
You ever watch those?
No,
those are great.
I've actually
They're-
never seen them.
It's a funny Adam Sandler movie series. What the hell?
Wow, that's first.
Yeah,
Oh,
the animation is fantastic. It's by the guy who did like Dexter's Laboratory. Dee, what are you doing in my laboratory, Dee?
to swing back to the theories for a second, what's the theory on Dexter's
Get that out of
laboratory?
me. What?
What's the theory on Dexter's lab?
Which one?
Wait, what?
It's like that and another show. It's like the newest show is like a continuation.
Dexter is the sequel to Dexter's Lab.
Ah,
Redhead kid who's
Yeah.
super smart, even though it's completely different.
yeah, that was it. Something like that.
You know what else is a theory?
Sorry, I thought it was a better one.
You want to know what else is a theory from one show to another?
I thought
What?
I thought you were a better one.
Well, I wasn't.
Fairly Odd Parents and Danny Phantom.
Sorry. This is personal talk. We'll have to put it aside for now. We gotta talk about Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents and Danny Phantom.
We were just talking about that one the other day.
Yeah. Wait, did you talk about that on the podcast, or was it just like?
No, it wasn't on the podcast.
Yeah.
It was just like in general. It was the main point was the friends being continued.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thumbnail of the video for that theory is like the blonde guy in Fairly Odd Parents grew up to be this blonde guy, and this black guy grew up to be this black guy, and it's in the thumbnail. And And it was like, yeah, that's like the only point in the whole movie.
No, what about there was
movie.
also like the girl.
It's the whole point in
the girl
video.
who was like Icky Vicky's sister or something. Looks a lot like the emo girl or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, there's like another point, but it was like really obscure. Like that, the main point
I'm pretty
was actually
sure-
a good one.
It's
like,
just
that
for
one,
YouTube. It's just for YouTube that he used.
Yeah.
It is.
I like that guy though, Butch Hartman.
I'm pretty sure they also kind of like recycled.
He's good.
I'm pretty sure what the actual thing that happened was like it was made by the same studio, and they like I don't know what to make the characters look like, so I'll just base them off of these people.
Yeah, that's probably mainly what it was.
He came up with a video recently where it says it's just him looking at the camera kind of sad, and and the title of the video is addressing the controversy ... He's like, in the show Danny Phantom, some people can't tell if it says yo Danny Phantom when he was just 14 or young Danny Phantom. It's like an 8-minute video.
Was it all about how it doesn't matter if you said young or young?
No, he goes into it. He's just like, I wrote that shit. It's young Danny Phantom.
Also, just to throw it out there, it did say DP on Danny Phantom's shirt. Is that correct?
Just a D.
Ah.
I learned in that video that originally he wasn't going to go in with that suit that reverses colors. He was just going with his normal clothes and then
White hair.
something else. But then he's like, yeah, one of the other guys said it. You should go in with this suit. And I said, no, but they did it anyways. And it turned out good. And I was like, wow, animation history. It wasn't very interesting.
What a breaking moment.
That's like if your friend is just like showing you his cartoon. He's just like, originally I wasn't gonna get in the suit. Oh.
Okay. Cool.
If you could be the voice actor on one of your favorite cartoons, what would it be?
Ooh.
That's not a good question.
Well, fuck you.
Look.
No, it's a
Moving on.
tough question. That's a hard one to
If you could
choose.
replace Lucien with anybody, who would it be?
No, like the thing is that
If I could replace Lucien
If
with
I could-
anybody, it would
We'll
be
get back-
anybody.
We'll get back to that one.
the reason why that's a bad question is because like it's my favorite show. I don't want to change it.
Yeah, but
It's
don't
already-
you want to live
That's a
and
good
have fun
point.
with those characters?
Yeah, but like the thing is that if I'm gonna be bad at that,
No, you're good.
oh, I'm good. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
You're better than the person
that's
you're
complete-
replacing.
You're
That's-
magically good.
that's
You're
completely
magically
different.
delicious.
All right, that's completely different then.
I thought you were saying that's completely irrelevant, but thank you.
It's even rougher because I don't actually remember my favorite show.
Do you have to choose your favorite show and what character, or just like any show that
You
you would
pick
like to
any show.
replace a character?
Place a character? I don't know. You're just on it. Like,
Just on it, you can be
yeah,
like an
you
additional
could,
character.
You could say you're a member on Futurama, or you could replace Bender. Hypothetically, don't do that. You can do it if you want. Actually, it would be fun to be Bender. He does what he wants now on the show.
I love
Like
Bender's
when I watched
character.
the newer episodes of Futurama.
Wait, didn't they all go to heaven?
No.
Oh,
One of the most frustrating parts of watching the newer episodes was just listening to Bender, because it was just John DiMaggio just letting loose, which is fine, but it felt like they didn't really give him anything. It's just there's one episode where he has to dance the whole episode, or else he'll explode.
or else, yeah.
And it's just like the animation of him just like standing there while everyone's like doing something serious is funny.
Mhm.
I'm doing the bring it around town. Bring it around town.
Which he was doing
Stop on
the
your right
whole
foot,
time.
don't believe it. But just the whole recording is just him going, ooh, yeah, go on, baby. Yeah, ooh, yeah, yeah. Oh, come on, yeah, oh, yeah. It's just like, give him more to do.
Yeah. Yeah, like originally
His
he
voice got really annoying in the last episodes.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. Another thing that they, like, you can tell a huge difference between the original series and the series, like, post-hiatus is, like, with Bender's character specifically, I totally agree. They, like, perfectly set him up for, like, great, like, punchlines, great, perfect times for catchphrases, and then afterwards it would be, like, after the hiatus, it was just kind of like,
It's just like Bender's funny. He's
Yeah.
always funny.
He's always funny. Oh, he's saying that thing again. Oh, he did that thing again.
He's saying, "Come on, baby." Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, no matter what, my one consistent catchphrase that Bender always nails, perfect timing.
I'm back, baby.
Always at the best times.
Yeah.
I love that.
My favorite one of that is probably he finds he's on Kid's planet. What's this ugly thing? A frog? A toad? Or yo mama? Well, he gets eaten by it, and then like they scare it off, and then he gets shot out, and he has a cigar in his mouth. I'm back, baby.
Yeah, perfect.
Bite my shiny metal ass. Shinier than yours, meatbag. Oh,
There's another one I can't fucking remember.
just
what it
murdered my
was.
neck. Oh my god. Ow. Ow.
Another catch? Another something else.
I think he just
Whoa.
dies terribly for
Oh yeah,
10 minutes and then comes back and he has 4 cigars lit or something like that. I can't remember now.
What about the first episode? It's just like Fry and Leela are having that moment, like they have their hands on each other,
Yeah.
and then Bender brings his hand in. What is the matter with you? Sorry, I just want to be part of the moment. Yeah, he stole my ring. Sorry. Well, I guess that solves the mystery of the stolen ring. Pulls out 3 bottles of wine. This calls for a drink. Downs all 3.
That's all of them at
I was
once.
like, that's just
Is that first episode?
first episode, yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
I like the episode where he's like, we got the jobs now. We gotta get the career chips.
Yeah.
The ones that
The
ones
old
that-
crew.
He's like the ones that like I had to give you. It's the way that we met. And then what happened?
Yeah.
I miss Futurama being good. I didn't mind watching the new. Well, the new episodes were kind of hard to watch because I was like, these are.
It was
just awful.
It was
premises.
just good that there was more kind of.
Yes, that's the only thing I liked about it. I was like, I don't mind listening to these guys.
And they weren't horrible, but they were to the point where it was okay, these are these, they're good, and it didn't ruin the show.
It was best.
You know what I mean?
It was best case scenario because all the time when people are like, well, it's not as common now because it happens all the time where they always bring back every show now.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Like everyone talks about Friends coming back. I asked my brother. My sister and I would talk about it for an hour, and then my brother comes in. We're like, why do you think they haven't brought Friends back? And he's like, it's probably for the best. Walks away. I was like, oh yeah. You know what? Yeah. Don't.
What's the process with making the animated shows?
Yeah.
Do they make it first and then get the voice actors, or do they do the voice actors first?
Oh, I learned this at my seminar.
Or is it a mix between the two?
I think it's a mix between the two. I don't know if it's not like anime where you have to dub over the cartoon that's already come in, but I think it's a mix. I honestly forget because sometimes you're just looking at a picture of your character,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
I know they definitely do the storyboarding first, but
okay.
That's the first
I'm gonna
step.
say it's a mix, but it's more like they get integrated into each other. You take what you can get.
yeah.
Like the mixer looks at the scene and they're like, "Oh, this take 2 works better with that."
So it's kind of just a back and forth process, probably pretty much the whole
Yeah,
time.
it'd usually be like, we need you to come in for more VR. Like we missed something. We need you to go. Oof.
Yeah. That's all we need from you.
You ever watch that video of? It's a video of Hugh Jackman doing the AR for Logan, and it's just him with headphones on, looking at the scene of the movie. He's going, just standing in place.
I actually
jogging.
did see that, yeah.
Looks at the camera. Hi. It's great. I would love to be in something where you have to put in physical effort for it.
Yeah, I like that.
Being on a movie lot would suck though, because it's action. Dun, 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 dun. Do the flip, roll on the mat, and cut. Alright, try that again, and it just gets repetitive over
Do
and
that
over.
exact same complicated thing.
Even small things where Bruce Willis got pissed at Kevin Smith on that movie Cop Out. You ever see that?
No, I did not see that movie.
It's just Tracy Morgan and Bruce Willis being cops, and there's a scene where Bruce Willis is standing outside of a open car door, and my friend's like, originally in the scene, he was supposed to like open the door and like walk out. It's one of those like swing shots where it's like in front of the car, swings around, and it goes up to his face.
Mm-hmm.
But they did it so many times that Bruce Willis got mad. He's like, no, fuck it, I'm not doing it anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually hilarious.
Bruce Willis has been getting away with doing nothing for the past like 20 years.
Yeah, true enough. And it's like, okay, like, I don't want to do this scene like 17 times. But then again, I kind of feel for him because like that would be really monotonous and annoying.
He's just been sleepwalking through his career though. It's just he hasn't done anything.
He kind of just has like the same character, simple character always in like every movie.
Isn't that kind of what happens with like big movie stars though?
Sometimes though they can't get away with it and people forget about him, but he keeps getting cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like some of them actually do try.
Oh yeah.
but-
Nowadays, like it's harder to get away with because
Also, I feel like if you're a part of like a bigger production company, it's also harder.
that's very true.
Because like I feel like they don't do that.
They're doing the roast of Bruce Willis in like a week or something.
Really?
Yeah. It's gonna have.
Seems like a strange person to roast.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt's gonna be there. Yeah, I know. I thought it was an odd choice. Like when they talked about the roast of James Franco, I was like, now seems like a good time for the roast of James Franco. I was like, it's just random, but I was like, actually, yeah, that's good timing. But with Bruce Willis, I was like, okay. I don't know how many ball jokes are there gonna be.
Every single person will make several ball jokes.
Ball jokes.
Ball jokes. They're gonna make fun of his balls. Everyone's seen those.
When?
Hasn't he been bald for like fucking 38 years?
Oh, wait, no.
No, Lucien. He said balls.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
Hasn't he been
Wait.
balls for the last 38 years?
Balls.
Balls?
So innocent.
Wait, quick question.
Yeah.
Does balls become sexual with the S or when they're plural?
Ball.
Like,
no, it could be just ball as well.
yeah, but ball sounds like a lot more innocent.
I used to skateboard, but I knocked out a ball. All I need in life is my boys and my tub, so I'm gonna pass it over to my number one bub. Hey yo, I'm Tommy and I'm 19. I like to lift weights and wear sunscreen. SBF 100, I hope it's in stock, cause I rub it on my nips and the bell end of my cock. It's a video called Bunkboys. It's so funny. It's like, hey, I'm Tommy and I'm 14. Hey yo, I'm Ethan and I'm 19. Hello, I'm Jerome and I'm 37.
I feel like I've seen that before. Oh no, I've definitely seen that before.
You know by Syndigo?
No, I just remember seeing something like Blonde Boys.
That's very. I gotta send it to you. Maybe I'll play it right now. Are they still making Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
As far as I know, they have one more season on contract.
We need more Charlie Day in our life.
We need
do.
more Danny DeVito in our life.
As much Danny DeVito as I can get, I will take.
You know want to know something about Danny DeVito? He is immortal.
He is.
He will not die. He is.
We actually talked last podcast about how Danny DeVito is probably going to die soon.
No, he was gonna die in our life.
In our lifetime, that's what it was.
No, Danny DeVito will never die.
So here's another theory then.
If
He'll never die.
If they say Danny DeVito,
He'll fake his death.
If they say Danny DeVito is having health issues and he's in the hospital and it's critical, just put me down, okay?
I don't want to live through that.
I'll write that down.
Just put it in your
I'll
will.
put that in verbal contract. Fucking kill me if Danny DeVito gets a staph infection.
Yeah, I definitely have like 6 seasons of Always Sunny. And then there's like, I'm pretty sure they're working on like the 12th or 13th right now.
You have to. Have you seen videos where it's like 1 second of every Always Sunny video?
No.
God, that's great. They're so good.
Magnum Dong.
Sometimes things out of context are they just tickle the ivories.
Magnum Dong. That's like the only thing.
That is.
There's only two.
It's like a Coldplay song where it's like, this is my monster con, that is my magnum dump. Oh, when you my... Oh, that's Demons by... No. They did Imagine Dragons like, "That's where my demons are. That's where my demons are." They put "That is my monster condom. That's where my magnum dom." And it cuts to him in the wrestling outfit.
Like the only two scenes I actually know of Always Sunny in Philadelphia is the that's my monster condom
Yeah.
for my magnum dong, and also the one where it's like, "Oh, I got you, bud." Nope, trying to poke him. I don't remember. He's hanging on the side of a building. That's all I remember. And then Danny DeVito comes in and tries to poke him down.
Oh, okay. No, I knew that one. They get ambushed by those freaky twins.
Oh, the
hang up
McPoyles.
They're gross.
They're the worst. They're the worst character.
But are they meant to be the worst?
I think so.
Oh yeah.
Oh, then maybe they're a pretty good character.
My favorite quote from Always Sunny. It's every Kanye album described by Always Sunny, and it goes to Yeezus. It's like holding wine. Gentlemen, suck my dick.
I do not disagree with that statement.
Yeezus is my least favorite. How much Kanye do you listen to? I was gonna call you Eminem.
I'm gonna say probably only like 30-35% of his music.
Like
So not enough to
like
be
how many of his albums could you say you have an opinion on, or at least which albums?
You know what? I'm just gonna say none.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel right giving an opinion, I shouldn't say uneducated, but like an underwhelmed opinion, because it's like, I gotta listen to an album, at least like half of an album, and I've never listened to half of any Kanye
Which
album.
ones you felt underwhelmed by?
Do I feel underwhelmed by?
Yeah, like you said that you don't want even underwhelmed opinion.
Sorry, I shouldn't say that. I meant to say I should, like uneducated, unlistened to.
You know Kanye would be like that. That is an uneducated opinion about what I do.
Which is
I
like...
study what I do. I brush my teeth to what I do.
Which is what he does, is complains about how he knows
Kanye.
what he does.
It's so much fun. Like when Kanye is in his like creative mode, it's just like, ooh, batten down the hatches.
Yeah, just
A
step back a
storm's
little.
everyone. A storm of TMZ. He just shows up. I didn't watch it because I was like, I feel like it'd be upsetting just watching people argue about like race issues.
Yeah.
Like, I know what happened in the end. I know how the video turns out, but it's just I feel like it'd be upsetting to watch. It just, from what I know, he just shows up as a guest star, and then it ends with like him and some other guy like across the room just like yelling at each other, like they're just walking farther away from each part, but they keep arguing.
It's so stupid.
That's like a school fight.
Have you seen like some of the, like whenever he makes an album or like whenever he's like producing, he has like tons of people like with him like doing like different sounds and like helping out in the studio.
I watched a segment of that was cut from like 60 Minutes from like 2004. It's Kanye in this big ass turtleneck talking to the announcer, and the announcer's like at least over 60.
Yeah.
And so Kanye's sitting down. He's like, so I've got this machine here. It makes the beats. I can press on it, and then I press on this, so I can go. Bow. And his grandpa's watching him over, and Kanye's like, and that's how you make a dope ass beats. What? Dope ass beats. Dope ass beats. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
It's kind of hard to watch.
Cringe.
But I liked it a lot. Especially because Kanye's in this big ass, like, he's in a turtleneck and like a blazer as well.
Oh my god.
It's really fun.
Yeah, but the dude just like writes down like massive rule sheets of like, okay, no one's allowed on the stage, no one's allowed moving, no one. You need to hold your breath as long as you can for this like certain thing. I need this coffee at this time, this food at this time. It's just like so many stupid rules. It's like
He's
why?
It's like the most infamous is that time that he got mad at SNL because they had like the lighting wrong or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I never even saw that.
No, he's pretty big. He had there's recorded audio of him like yelling about it, and it was close to around Pablo, I think, because he mentions it. And then Deadpool made a parody of it.
That sounds like a very Deadpool thing to do. Just make a parody of anything that happens.
Something happened. Make a joke out of it. Is anything popular right now? Let's make a joke about it. That's usually how Family Guy works. What's popular these days? Let's make an episode about Uber. Oh, maybe Peter like gets into Uber and then it's
South Park is even worse.
It's someone from Iraq, and then he's like, oh no, I know where we're going, and it turns out it's a terrorist. They probably do a terrorist joke once an episode.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry.
Sorry, I just thought of that and I threw up a bit.
No, I actually just almost threw up a little bit. I was just gonna say the same thing with South Park. They're like, "Hey, what current political issue is going on? Okay, let's just make an episode about that." And it's like, whenever that was, like season like 14 or 15, when they started doing
so many episodes
that.
of South Park these days where they probably work better off as like a one-off joke in an episode.
Yeah, but
There's an
instead
episode
they
about-
still drag it out for a full episode, no problem.
They do stupid stuff where it's like, hey, let's do an episode about Jersey Shore. Oh, we gotta go crazy though. We gotta escalate it. Maybe it's the government. They wanted to crack down with Jersey Shore. And then there's that episode with what's it called, Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah.
And it was about like raising the bar, and like it's about James Cameron going underwater to raise the. I didn't get it.
It's just like so
It's
many dumb,
There's
random little.
South Park these days is just like them going, get it?
Yeah.
Whereas back in the day, it's just them cutting paper, making little cartoon guys, just
And
making kids swear.
Yeah,
Nowadays,
exactly.
it's like, get it? No, get it? It's like Trump.
It's like, oh, you joke.
No, Emma, you didn't get it. It's like Trump.
Oh, ha ha ha.
He's dressed like Trump.
Yeah, it's pretty much the fucking gist of that show now.
Every kid that dabs dies. That'd be funny, actually.
That actually, no, that's you should call Trey Parker and Matt Stone about that one.
Well,
They can really make something with that.
I'm just picturing like, stop dabbing.
They can't do it.
No, you know what? What I'm picturing is that scenario where they called all those pedophiles to the Chris Hansen like live show. Oh no, Chris Hansen. Oh no. They just keep shooting themselves. I'm Chris Hansen. Why don't you take a seat? Take a seat right there. No, take a seat. Take a seat. Why don't you come here today? Take a seat.
Mainly to hear your voice. This is very nice sounding.
What are you doing?
I'm just commenting on your bit here. I don't know what to make of this voice that you
watch Catch the Predator?
I've watched I've never watched like a full episode. I just like watch when they get caught.
I hear it's like kind of entertaining because it's just so ridiculous. But
voice.
I wouldn't. No. Like Chris Hansen is like really fun to watch. I could never watch it because like the subject matter.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
Very gross.
You know what isn't gross though is our sponsor. Take it away, Lucien.
I'm really tired, so let's just say it's a mattress company. Not Sleep Country because they're overrated.
We're not at liberty to say that there's about other mattress companies, but we are sponsored by
Colombian
one mattress.
air compressed fallopian salmonella matri.
You picked all like the grossest scientific words.
Fallopian salmonella matri.
It'll take your sleep to completion.
Yeah, everything.
Kill. Buy a mattress and it'll fucking kill you. Oh, that's good. Good job, Lucien. If you use our promo code, what's the code, Emmett?
8604833AJ.
Can we just shorten it to like something like potatoes?
No, can't we shorten it to 8347942AJ?
The best we can do for a short form is we're gonna have to do 4A8 hashtag or pound, whatever you'd like to consider that, dash exclamation point. You get that?
Or we get the other promo code, Donald. Sorry, I just had the visual in my head, and I just.
You often think of Donald's urethra?
No, I just did right now. What do you think I am, some sort of weirdo?
Or just a urethra fanatic?
You know what sound it makes?
I think that's more of a sprinkler. Sprinkler system.
Gosh, Donald, you're urinating all over me. It's okay, Dad. I like it. Oh, you made Mexican gay.
I've never seen a split stream quite like it.
Oh god.
Oh, pass that golden shower over this way. Oh,
No.
Jonas Brothers. Oh.
no.
Oh.
I think that's the first episode I saw South Park in a long time when I was younger. The South Park's premiering today. I'm gonna watch it, and then it's about the Jonas Brothers. I was like, oh, that's topical. This will be funny. I'm way younger. And then they're like, oh, the boss is coming in. I was like, what are you gonna do? And then Mickey Mouse kicks down the door, and he's like, what's all this bullshit I hear about not wearing the purity rings? Oh. Don't fuck with me, kid. Oh.
Do not fuck with me.
You get it? Oh. Oh, it's
You're here to spray white foam all over little girls.
Oh yeah.
It's like, if that's out of context, which it might have been there,
Don't
that's
worry.
really
Don't worry, I
terrible.
won't put it there. The Jonas Brothers.
What has become of them?
One of them's doing very, very well.
And the other ones,
They probably got haircuts.
bad idea. Bad call. You know, those are iconic. We need haircuts like that around still.
You know what their haircuts look like?
No, not at all, actually.
They have emo haircuts.
Ew.
You remember emo?
I remember emo, yeah.
It was you wear fingerless gloves that have black and white stripes.
Mhm.
You wear a black shirt. You wear hair that's straight down and covered as half your face. You wear chains. You draw really sad characters on your notebooks.
Basically just like gross people.
And then you make a mess everywhere cause you know getting that?
Well, you know
Yeah,
what they say.
I hear you.
Classic.
You know what they say.
You know what they say about emo people, Lucien?
Sideways for attention, long ways for results.
You heard that before?
I haven't. Oh my god.
Can you imagine if someone was just like, you're just showing up. Fucking do it. Do it right. And they're like, oh.
It's definitely been said.
I mean, it's definitely the thing, because I'm not the one who made it up. Wow.
Lucien, are you talking about those? Are you like referencing the time that you bullied emo kids?
Look, we don't talk about that.
That was in the past.
Lucien's catchphrase in high school was "fucking do it, pussy."
No, actually, my catchphrase in high school was depends on your foreplay. There's a story behind that.
Is it family friendly?
Kind of.
Good answer.
So basically, we were playing a voting game.
Just one more time.
We were playing a voting game. Do you want me to do it one more time?
No, sorry. Just you sat on the bench when.
Yeah.
You did it.
So one more time?
Yeah.
Alright, so basically there's a voting game, and I was told that I would lose my virginity at the youngest age, but I would also get my first kiss at the oldest age. So I said, well, depends on your foreplay.
Wait. So the oldest age of high school?
No, like, I would be the oldest of that group to get my first kiss.
Oh.
And I would also be the youngest to lose my virginity.
Okay.
And I said, well, it depends on your foreplay.
Was that in the yearbook?
No, that's not something.
Oh, was your school that cool?
No.
Shows a list of all the virgins in the school yearbook.
No, my quote.
Look at these losers.
My quote also has a backstory.
Everybody's individual yearbook has their own picture cut out of that part. They're just like, well, dude, there's a hole in this one. I don't know why. Yeah, there's a hole in mine too. I don't know why.
Yeah, I've got a lot of inside jokes when in high school. The only reason why that actual joke. Oh, sorry.
Depends on your foreplay.
It depends on my the
A
reason
lot
why
of inside jokes depending on your foreplay.
there's a really the reason why that joke was so funny is because when I said that, one of my friends decided to squirt milk out her nose, and it went into one of my other friends' faces, and that's what made it so funny. So
That's too close.
that's what made it that. So basically, it wasn't really what I.
Beautiful moment.
So basically, it wasn't what I said was funny. It basically every time I said that, it would remind them of that one moment. Until
And she would squirt milk out of her nose even if she wasn't drinking.
no, she was drinking milk.
She had milk just stored for any time she needed to.
Stored it for winter.
Yeah.
Don't forget to store your milk for. Just a PSA for everyone: store plenty of milk in your bathtub for the winter.
Another thing
It
about
doesn't freeze. It does not freeze.
Another thing about high school is in grade 9 I was called creepy by a girl.
Gravy?
Creepy.
Creepy.
Uh,
We've all gotten that.
yeah, and then in grade 12 she called me dad.
Dad?
I mean everyone called me dad, but I was
Good. Wow, I'm proud of you, Lucien.
I was dad. Just
Everyone.
everyone called me dad.
Lucien, you're really good at telling these stories. Like you know how to do it step by step. This
And then my
one girl
quote
that I knew. At first, she called me creepy. A couple years later, she called me dad.
but then again, she
oh my
also
God, I'm so glad we're.
but she was also called stepmom dad, and then her boyfriend was because this is like from
There's
this one
something-
guy.
There's something going on there that I don't.
No, there's another story behind that, and then like another guy was like mom, and the reason was that Satan did a thing.
Did he dress up as
He was basically
from Big Mama's house, and he said, "It's time for me to take care of you younglings."
no, but he was the Antichrist supposedly.
Oh.
There was
Yeah,
a
so Big
Self-proclaimed.
yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. It's
So it is Big Mama.
yeah. There's like a lot of like weird inside jokes. I don't know how they came to be.
I don't know how we
But-
found out he was the Antichrist.
He's no. We know how he became the Antichrist. Satan came and did something to a guy.
Sorry, all your stories have been sexual, and you're like, so Satan came,
Satan
and you took a pause.
and did something to a guy and then gave birth to him, and they're basically the same age, but we don't pay attention to that.
I don't even know what you're talking about anymore.
I don't know either.
Satan
just-
completed, and then there is some guy
Yeah,
that was some age, and
there's a
Things
lot
happen.
of weird things that happened to high school.
Oh boy.
There's a lot of weird things that happened. In
high school is a weird thing. High school is a weird time.
Yeah, you get the Antichrist.
I also
the
called
Antichrist is
someone
always about
antist.
somewhere. You got called a dentist?
No, I called someone antist several times.
Antis?
Antist, yeah.
Because they were against ants?
Yeah, they were discriminating against ants. They didn't actually realize that
Way to end your
Ants.
story strong.
ants
Like ant
were an-
uncles? Or like
no
ants,
ants,
insects?
like insect ants.
Like the movie Ants?
I think so. Like
If there were ants in it, then yeah.
yeah. So like she was basically like she didn't think they were an entity of life, and basically took very big amounts of pleasure just basically burning them, because that's what people do.
Oh, that's not new at all.
Yeah.
That's a god complex a lot.
Yeah, but then
Take
she was
the magnifying
also
glass and you burn them.
yeah, but there was also like all these other things that it became a bit after that where it was like whenever she would say something badly about one thing, I'd call her whatever that thing was ist. Doesn't matter what it was about. Doesn't matter
Sounds
what
like
it
a
was
good
about.
bit.
Just you're sunist. You don't like the sun. You don't like the moon. Are you nightist?
That does sound like illusion, but
There was a lot of weird bits that I did with her.
you know how
Remember
The
you
best-
got, like sour cream?
Remember when you hear about how you hear
Yes.
about ants that they could like lift 10 times their own weight?
Yeah.
I was like, why are they so powerful? They could push over our house if you get like 100 of them. Ants aren't as strong as you think.
No.
They're stronger. They're the most powerful beings in the universe.
They just don't show it. They only use 3% of their strength.
Yeah, they can.
I think the best part about
They
those,
can push 10 times their weight, but they only use 3%.
I think the best part about like those
And they're
things,
great
though,
at math, so it's not a problem for them.
the best part about like those bits though is the fact that little bits is that whenever we did those bits, basically we sat like the front of the class, and our science teacher would just give us the biggest, weirdest stare, like, "What are you talking about?"
My teacher would give me the biggest boner. And I'd say, "What are you talking about?" It's just the pants.
What? No.
I thought you were going to say that.
The biggest look on his face, and he's just like, "What are you talking about?" And just, it happens a lot, like every day.
And that's when I accepted Jesus Christ into my life.
Mm-hmm.
Lord and Savior. Lord, Lordy, oh Lord.
When's Jesus coming back?
Your name's Lord. Lordy, oh Lord, Lord.
Guys, when's Jesus coming back?
When his phone is done charging.
Oh. How much charge does he need?
I like the idea of going...
4,000%.
Okay, you know when you go to a camp and it's Christian camp, but then everyone there is an atheist?
Yeah.
I like the idea of going up to heaven and Jesus is like, yeah, don't believe all this like holy
Bullshit.
glowing glory stuff. This shit sucks. I gotta do it for the board.
Just gotta do it for the
Peace
board.
be with you, my son. Treat others as you want to be treated.
So it works on all
I'll
levels.
see you at the bar later.
Someone walking outside.
Jesus, who did you nail last night?
The cross.
Wait, I can do this. I can do better. You're up in heaven and it's just like someone's walking. Walking with a hole in their shoes and just like, oh, someone got nailed last night. And then Jesus walks up and he goes, not the first time. Doofusmert's Evil Incorporated. Oh.
That was like the best jingle of everything in that show.
I like the bells better.
The what?
The bells.
The bells?
Jingle bells. Slip her in, dip in my jingle bell mock. Slocking all out of this flag. Ready? And sing along, Emmett. Miss that swingling nibbling string. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell.
No, wait, guys, that's copyrighted. We can't.
It's copyrighted by Disney.
We can't do that.
Copyrighted by
Those assholes on everything.
It's copyrighted by Bimbo.
I need to go to the bathroom, and then I'm gonna go to bed.
I need to go to the bathroom and to bed too.
Can you guys save some for me?